Isang mapagpalayang Martes sa inyong lahat. Ngayon po ay May 2, 2023. At welcome po sa The Stock Market Today. Ipagpaumanhin niyo po ang aking boses. Ako po ay tinamaan ng COVID. Pero recovering na po tayo. And over the weekend ko po na laman na test po ako na positive. Pero buti na lang at bakunado po tayo. Importante pong bakuna dahil pagka tinamaan po tayo niyan, tatamaan pa rin po tayo kahit bakunado. Pero hindi na po tayo ma-ospital. Sa bahay na lang po ako nagre-recover. Welcome po sa The Stock Market Today. Kahapon po ay wala pong trading dahil holiday. Labor Day po kahapon. Anyway, tingnan po natin ang mga headlines sa business at ito po ay galing sa Business World. Inflation likely eased in April. Ito po ang ating main news. Pagkatapos naman, debt service bill surges in February. And then sa corporate news, nagkaroon po ng power outage sa NAIA. Nagsimula po ito ng 1 in the morning noong May 1 at natapos po o na-restore ang power ng 8:46 o 7.5 hours po ang outage at iniimbestigahan na po ito. SM Prime name size seen to bode well for REIT listing. Magre-REIT na pala si SM Prime, ano? And then PSE aims to provide platform for listed companies. Then San Miguel Beer Unit posts 38% profit increase. Ito po yung beer unit niya, inyong paboritong San Miguel Beer, na since the Spanish time ay nagpo-produce na po sila. Okay, so ang puntahan po natin ang ating main news at ito po ay galing ng Business World. Inflation likely eased in April. Pero kung titingnan po natin ang PhilStar, inflation seen above 7%. Ano ba talaga kuya? Above 7% or nag-ease in April? Pero ayon po ito sa isang survey. Inflation likely further eased in April amid lower food prices, electricity rate cuts, and favorable base effects, analysts said. However, still elevated inflation may prompt the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas to continue hiking interest rates at its policy meeting later this month despite earlier signals for a pause. A Business World poll of 14 analysts yielded a median estimate of 7% for April inflation, setting near the upper end of the 6.3 to 7.1% forecast range by the BSP for the month. So, 13 analysts, 7 po ang nagsabi na 7% po ang inflation. 4 na analyst ang nagsabi na above 7%, between 7.1 to 7.5, at 3 analyst ang nagsabi na it's between 6.7 to 6.9. Pero ang pinakamarami analyst ang nagsabi na 7%, kaya po ito yung median inflation estimate. Yan ang ating explanation dyan. If realized, this would be slower than the 7.6% in March, but faster than the 4.9% in April. It will be the slowest rise in prices in 7 months or since the 6.9 inflation rate in September last year. However, inflation would surpass the BSP's 2 to 4% target range for the 13th consecutive month. Consumer Price Index data for April will be released on April 5. So yan po ang ating main news. Okay, tingnan po natin ang mga comments ng ating mga subscribers. Alam niyo po, nagpalabas po ako ng isang video tungkol sa Metro Pacific na ang title niya, To Sell or Not to Sell. So, ito po ay napapanood niyo na po ngayon kung hindi niyo po napapanood. Anyway, Peter Yu, thank you sir. Salamat din po Peter. And then sabi po ni Lambay T. Good morning, sir. Salamat sa paliwanag mo tungkol sa tender offer. May isa akong katanungan. Halimbawa, hindi ko tinanggap ang tender offer. Na-delist at nag-private na ang Metro Pacific. Ang sabi mo, shareholder pa rin ako ng kumpanya. Ang share na hawak ko ay tataas din ba ng value noon o bababa kapag humina o lumakas ang kumpanya at paano kumita ng shareholder sa kumpanya? Salamat po sa tugon. Okay, since you're a shareholder, you rise and fall with the company. So kung tumaas yung value ng kumpanya, tataas din ang value ng shares mo, kaya lang walang market. Hindi mo alam yung actual value nun. Titignan mo kasi yung financial statements. Titignan nyo po yung book value niya. The book value is not actually the market value. But in reality, actually hindi naman reality, but the book value approximates the market value. But market value kasi includes, nag-incorporate dyan yung mga intangibles like reputation of the company, goodwill, etc. Hindi yun nare-reflect sa Hindi po yun nare-reflect sa financial statements. Yung mga ganong bagay. And the market value reflects that. Yung market sentiment reflects the value of the company. Kaya yung book value po ang titignan ninyo. Pagka nakakuha kayo ng report ng financial statements ng Metro Pacific, titignan niyo po yung book value niya. So halimbawa, nag-tender offer siya ng 463. Hinayaan nyo. Hindi kayo nag-tender offer. So, shareholder pa rin kayo, but you are a stockholder and you get a financial statement from the company. So, pagka nakita nyo yung book value niya ay, halimbawa, 5 pesos. Uy, it's better than the tender offer. So, you're better off than the tender offer, di po ba? Pero tulad po ng in-explain ko earlier, wala po kasing market eh. The book value is just an indication of how much the company is worth, but it does not tell you what sentiment is. So, if ever MPI will be bought by another company, hindi yan book value. Tataasan nila yan kasi may premium eh. Meron na siyang reputation, di ba? And meron na siyang goodwill with its customers. So yan po. So it should be higher than the book value. Okay, yan po. I hope I have answered your question. Lambay TV. Lambay TV yung sinabi ko earlier, di ba? Lambay TV pala ito. Si Dunlop 29975, is there a way to know if government financial institutions will take an offer? It's too low. Hindi ko po alam. Hindi ko po alam ang position ng mga, they ever have a position with Metro Pacific. Probably, but I do not know what their stand will be on Metro Pacific. Okay, so it's still too early for the exchange kasi hindi pa po nag-open ang market, 8:28 pa lang po. But the PSEI closed at 6625.08 last Friday and Metro Pacific closed at 443, just below the tender offer of 463, 20 centavos below. Okay, I'll be back later as the market closes, so stay tuned. All right, we're back. And ano nangyari sa index? Umakyat 47.61 points or 0.72% up, 6672.69. At yung ating mga moving averages ay nasa ibaba na. Yan, nakikita niyo po yung mga linya nasa baba. So it's turning bullish. And I just saw this earlier. Tingnan natin to. Yan, no? Ito po yung technicals ni BDO-SEC, ano? The PSEI finally rallied last week and seems to be on its way to our initial target of 66.50 to 67.50 Although the index rose, the market continues to trade within a range between 63.50 to 67.50. Hence, market remains indecisive whether it is bullish or bearish given the uncertainties posed by the inflationary concerns. A break above 67.50 may be the initial signal for a more sustainable bull run in the medium term, while a break below 63.50 may prompt an extended bear market for the local bourse. So, umakyat siya above 67.50 ay paakyat na po ang ating index. So, nasa 66.72 na break na po yung 66.50 according to the technicals, and I believe it is already bullish. Yan po. Sa market activity, 83 companies ang nag-decline, 103 ang umabante, 48 ang hindi nagbago. All-share index umakyat ng 0.40%, samantalang ang sectoral indices ay mixed. Financials, holding companies at properties ay umakyat, samantalang ang industrials, mining at services ay bumaba. Yun nga lamang, ang pag-akyat ng financials, holding companies at properties ay mas malakas kaysa sa pagbagsak ng industrials, mining at services. Holding companies ay nag-surge ng 1.45%. Yan po ang dahilan kung bakit umakyat po ang ating index ngayon. Ang most active stock po ay BDO sa 142, followed by SM, Metro Pacific, RLC, and TEL. Yang limang yan ang ating i-discuss as technicals today. So, umpisa na po natin kay BDO. Ang lakas ni BDO eh. Yan, no? Although down po siya ng 2 pesos today, nasa taas pa rin po ang kanyang mga candlesticks, ano? Kasi ito po ay green engulfing candlestick. Ito po yung start ng breakout niya. At ito po lamang ay continuation. So, it's slightly above average, although I consider this as green engulfing, ano? So, ito pong areang to ay bullish area or bullish na po ang stock dahil by this time ay overbought na po si BDO, but because of strong fundamentals, it will continue to move up. So yan po si BDO at ang kanyang support ay nandito, yan po sa areang ito. I'd rather grow siguro rather than that is a ito po, support area. Yan po. Yan yung dating resistance area na ngayon ay support area. Yan po si BDO. Kasi napakahaba po ng consolidation eh. Alam niyo po, the longer the consolidation, the greater the bounce. Yun po ang naobserbahan ko sa market at obserbahan nyo rin po no, sa mga stocks, sa paborito nyong stocks. And ito po, si BDO is one of my favorite stocks. The longer the consolidation, the higher the bounce. Kasi po yung consolidation po niya started January pa po eh. January 2003 at bigla na lang, hindi naman bigla, dahan-dahan po siyang umakyat starting at this point here nung March, nung lumalabas na po yung mga financials. So the next stock we would have is SM. Isa pa itong magandang bantayan, ano? Yan, green engulfing candlestick po si SM. Meron po siyang dividendo na 7 pesos 50 centavos per share at wala pang 1% po ito. SM doesn't give much dividends, but what you get here is more of capital appreciation. So, it's more of a sideways movement, but the price now is above our moving averages, which I say bullish na. Yan. Kasi I could see ang pinaka-support po niya nandito eh. Yan o, nasa 900 po ang pinaka-support niya. And the next resistance level, I see it somewhere here. Sa 951. So nasa gitna na po siya ng kanyang upward movement, ano? Yan po, si SM. At napakalakas din ng fundamentals ni SM. Silipin nga natin yung kanyang fundamentals, no? Wala siya dito. Anyway, SM is one of the stocks reviewed, but unfortunately, I don't have it now. So, balik tayo kay SM. Sideways to bullish po ang kanyang movement. But right now, there is a green engulfing candlestick, and we may see some upward movements in the coming days. Next, we have Metro Pacific. Ito po yung nag-disclose ng kanyang tender offer, no? Na magpa-privatize na po siya. Nasa taas pa rin po siya. And last Friday, it closed at 443. Ngayon po, nasa 441. Down 2 pesos. But it doesn't really matter kung makikita po natin yung chart. Nasa taas pa po siya. Okay, and recall that there is a gap here. Yan po. May gap po si Metro Pacific dyan, which will be filled sometime soon. Pero ang pinaka-resistance point po ni Metro Pacific, nandito po siya sa 453. So, actually, it is already in the resistance level, and technically, it's resistance area already. Tapos, overbought pa po siya. Ito po. But I guess it will remain there unless there are other catalysts that we will know in the coming days. Ano? So, yung valuation po niya is just an initial valuation of 463. But there has to be an independent valuation kasi para masabi na yun yung final tender offer. And then next we have RLC, which is the third most active stock. Si RLC ay 1458, it's moving upwards towards the medium term indicator natin, yung moving average line. Yung RSI po natin nasa 5477, approaching bullish na po si RLC. And it's one of the undervalued stocks in the index. Ngayon, yung kanyang support nandito po sa 1357, and the higher resistance nandito po sa 1623. So it's already moving upwards, and in the short term, it's already bullish. In the medium term, ay approaching the medium term, o na ang presyo po niya ay nasa medium term moving average na po, no? Kasi yung medium term moving average, yung blue line, ay nasa 1457. So, close, 1458 na po siya. Pero yung long-term indicator, mataas pa po eh. Nasa 1505, no? So, once it reaches the long-term indicator, ay maaring nagbago na po yung trend. So, in the meantime, the nearest support or nearest resistance, nandito po sa 1501, and the higher resistance is at 1623. And then, finally, we have TEL. Si TEL has been bearish. O yan. Bearish po si TEL. And nasa 1201. So, maraming nag-speculate na ito yung mga problema niya sa kanyang mga kaso, plus yung capex, ano, and resignation ng key officers sa kanyang kumpanya, no? So it's bearish, but sabi ko nga magandang bumili, no, dahil napaka-cheap ng stock. So kung ipa-plot po natin na support and resistance, yung resistance po follows the black line, long-term indicator po natin, while the support is actually based dito sa ating parallel channel, nasa 1200 rather, and the resistance is at 1370, close to the EMA 100 of 1375. Yan po yung pinaka-resistance, 1375. So TEL is bearish, which is a good time to buy. So very close to support level na po siya. And one indicator that you have to consider also is the RSI, which is approaching oversold position. Once it is oversold, then technically it is time to buy. So makita nyo po dito yung oversold level ni historical support or historical low ay nandito po. Yan. At saka dito nag-oversold po siya dito. Yan. So pagka nag-oversold po, maakyat Yan, no? Maakyat po siya. Yan po ang aking pakiwari sa TEL. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market. Ika-2 ng Mayo. Ito po si Benji Chodoro nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay hanggang sa muli. Stay safe. God bless. Bye for now.